Bong, 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 bong. Not too sure how many bongs we had there, but good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today is Tuesday, the 23rd of June, and today is shout out time. It's 12 o'clock, and hope you're all keeping well. It's a magnificent day. We just have a little bit of rain, but it's very, very warm, and it's super here in Mullingar. So all our friends, we're wishing you a fantastic day and delighted that you have joined us on this shout out show. We have got many, many messages from all over the world and all over our county and all over Ireland. So let's start off with the shout out show from Ray Dolan. Okay, starting off with a big shout out to Dermot J. Maguire. Dermot J. Maguire was born, bred and reared in Mullingar, and he's living in RD at the moment. And his passion is restoring vintage bicycles. So just check out that page. He's a good friend of ours and a great enthusiast. Very, very, as I said, enjoys life and always is very positive. So what we're doing is, if you want to check out his page, he has at the moment, he's restoring a 1950s Hercules. Not too sure if it's a rally or not, but you probably know yourselves. If you have any information on that, send it in to us here in the shout out show. So check out our good friend Dermot J. Maguire's page on Facebook. That's one of our recommendations for you today. Another big shout out to all our friends in the Transformative Recovery College, and that is in LIUG Loch House, 25 Oliver Plunkett Street, and the number is 085 143 0909. And big shout out to you guys, and you're doing a fantastic job. And if you need some help, guys, just check out that number, give them a buzz and have a chat. Okay, another big shout out to Richard Anthony. And Richard Anthony has Evolve Protein Bars. And this is a fantastic product. It's made, born, bred and reared in the town of Mullingar. So we're always talking up what's good and great about our town. And this gentleman has gone independently into business making CBD bars, but he has made a whole collection of different products the whole way through. And just check out his page. There's a lot of fantastic products that you may want to get. So check out Evolve Protein Bars, another recommendation from the Shout Out Show. Okay, another Facebook page to check out as well, if you're looking for a job, is midland.jobs.ie, and maybe they might have a job for you. And another big shout out, a shout out anniversary. We have 30 years married. Wow, congratulations from the shout out show to Stephanie and Hubert Stenson and all their family, wishing you a magnificent day, and they all love you very, very much indeed. And continuing, we have, oh my God is right. We have a special guest coming in very, very soon indeed. But before that, we're going to have to do our birthday shout outs. And our birthday shout out goes, the first one goes to my cousin, Kate Dolan. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Kate, my cousin. Happy birthday to you. And Denise Kiernan from Longford, from her sister Anne-Marie Ledwith. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Denise. Happy birthday to you. And a big shout here coming out from Jolene Moore for her father, Ned. And I believe Ned is 60 today. Happy birthday to you, Ned, and congratulations. A good friend of mine, Patrick Fitzmaurice from Ballymahan. A big shout out to you, my friend, from the Shout Out Show, coming to you from Mullingar, in Mullingar, and have a fantastic birthday, Pat Fitzmaurice. And we have Nicholas Carr, and Nicholas Carr is, his birthday is today, from all his family, and not forgetting his fishing team. Yes, there's a whole collection of them went fishing not too long ago. So from all the fishing team and all the crew, wishing you a happy birthday, Nicholas. Joan Tierney from Multifarnham. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Joan. Happy birthday to you. And let me see, we have Paul Mulvaney from Castle Pollard. It's your birthday too. And James McGarry from Cookstown. A happy birthday to you, my friend. And Petro, Asmarand, Azamarande. Mar Andy, and he's in Romania. So to you, sir, happy birthday. And we have Gavin Hughes is from Mullingar in Mullingar and wishing you a happy birthday. We have Jacinta Reedy. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Everything's rocking. Happy birthday, dear Jacinta. Happy birthday to you. And we have Trish Crowley from Navan. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Trish. Happy birthday to you. And our last but not least, we have David Coyne, and he comes in from Bundoran. So a happy birthday to you, sir. And we haven't sang happy birthday for the lads, but for you, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear David. Happy birthday to you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we have our special guest. Local man, born, bred and reared. He is fisherman. He is shooting man. He is known as Moses. He is a professional photographer. He is an all-round Mullingar man, born, bred and reared. So will you please put your hands together for the man they call Mick the Fish, Mick Flanagan, or otherwise known as Moses. Yes, indeed, we have Moses in the house. Hello.
Hello, Ray. How's it?
Mick, how's it going?
100% yourself.
Brilliant, brilliant.
All is good.
All is good and great.
I'm not getting the seat to sit on now, Ray.
No.
This am I to stand? Am I short legs? The name of it, yeah.
We should have got a lifted area for you.
I should have got a raised up seat for me. But at least I've something to lean on here.
Tell us, how did you get the name Moses, first of all?
Well, the name Moses have since I was a young lad. Gosling, the next door neighbour of mine, Remy Fard, he gave me that when I was a young lad.
Right. Mullingar is a great town for giving each other nicknames.
I went to school at Nixon. There was no Mick Flanagan in the school.
Right.
I was in the roll book as Moses Flanagan.
You're joking me?
No, I'm serious about that. When I was a child, there was no Mick Flanagan in the school. And Old Baldy Egan, if you remember him.
Yeah.
When I finish up school, we'd be playing handball in the school grounds.
Yeah.
And he said to me, Moses, go home to your mountains.
Did he?
Yeah, that's what he used to say to me. But
so it's very biblical. He came down the river in a...
there was a couple of stories too. They say came down the river in a basket, right? But the fact was, you know, when you're young, you'd be watching films.
Yeah.
And we'd be watching Tarzan, you know.
That's right.
Where I grew up in Springfield, straight across the road was the swamp, say the canal, and there was a whole lot of big trees there.
Right.
And we used to have swings and ropes hanging out of the trees, and we thought we were Tarzan. And I swung on one of these ropes when there was only a child, never forget it, because I broke my leg in a couple of places, and it bits myself.
Oh, wow.
I was in plaster Paris for a long time. But the rope went, or I let go of the rope, and I ended up down in the swamp in the rushes. And I was bawling and crying, and Remy Farr called me Moses in the rushes.
That was it.
And
You were Christmas. What age were you then?
5 or 6.
5 or 6.
Because I still have my uncle Michael out of Mercer made me a crutch, a little wooden crutch. I still have the crutch.
Go on.
And I showed it to a friend of mine that fished with Barry Darby here last year. Say, Barry, I found this in the shed cleaning up down at my mother's, you know. And he looked at it and geez, and the day it was on, that's when it was 1968 or something, or his row on the crutch, right, in Tipex or whatever it was, a white thing. And Barry looked at it, he said, geez, it still fits you. It grew down more.
He was bowled. Tell us, as I said, things have changed. Well, not changed, but you're always involved in fishing and shooting all your life. Have you made it a business, or did you do anything else apart from that?
Well, I got into by chance I got into the journalism end of it.
Right.
You know, like I done 10 years with the Sunday World, writing a fishing column.
That's right, yeah.
Colin McGinty was the farmer editor.
From Castle Pollard, I think.
From Cole. Yeah. And he was the farmer editor, and then I got to know him. That was in 2004.
Right.
And I started writing the fishing column with the Westmeath Topic in 2002.
Right.
March 2002. And that started off with a little paragraph and 1 or 2 pictures. And I used to write out in my hand because I was self-taught. I was used to school. I didn't want to be in school.
Right.
You know, I left school with no...
But you ended up writing columns.
I ended up and doing photography, and I ended up writing for Pike and Predator magazine in England. And I ended up writing for the Irish Angler magazine in Ireland. Fortunately, it's closed up now.
Self-taught.
Yeah, with the camera and with the writing. But I'll tell you a good one about the writing the fishing columns.
Okay.
The first time I wrote an article for the Pike and Predator in England, Neville Flickering is the editor of it. And I had contacts through the Irish Angler magazine. So I contacted Neville and I asked him, say, what would you think about taking an article from me you know, fishing in Ireland.
Yeah.
I say, right, fair enough. So they send me on something. So I put a thing together. I just called it Jigs and Reels from Ireland.
Right.
Because jigs and reels fishing, you know, you'd be jigging and
good
reels,
idea
you
as
know?
well. Catchy.
And it ran for a couple of years. It was lovely. Then the magazine closed up as well, and I went online. But the jigs and reels. But I remember sending the first article to Neville Flickering,
Right.
and he came back to me immediately on the email. Right, he said, Mick, that is bang on. It's very, very good. He said, but your English is atrocious. Right. So I got back to him as quick as I could, you know.
Yeah.
Say, all right, Neville, thanks a million. Says I, but that's from the fish's mouth. Say, not from a journalist. Say,
yeah.
You know, and from that day on, we got on great.
And he fixed it up, or did you just went with it?
No, my daughter used to. My daughter does the proofreading for me.
Ah, brilliant,
You know,
yes.
such, you know, I have a spell check on the computer.
Yeah. Oh, jeez, I'm bad now. I mean, I'm bad with the names and spelling.
Yeah.
But it's a thing that we didn't learn at school, and as I say, we're just pushed through. So go on ahead, you'll be fine.
Well, I had the best opportunity for school, but I didn't want to be there.
Right. Yeah.
You know, I had the best opportunity, and naturally, as you know yourself, I went to school in the tech and the trade their best, but I wanted to be outdoors.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't want to be. I was sitting looking out the window of the prefab.
It was in your blood. So when you finished school, then what do you do when you finish school? Then did you start a job? Or?
I did. I was working away. Like, so even when I was in school, I was in Penny's in Quinnswood for
That's right. Yeah.
Texas or not. What's that place across Buckley's now?
Yeah, Buckley's.
The big store.
Well, it was in Penny's and all that. There was a big building there.
Well,
yeah.
Penny's and Quinnswood were there that time.
Yeah.
And I was there myself and a friend of mine. We were there in those stores. We were collecting trolleys. That was the start of it.
Yeah.
Then I was in Shaw's Harbour for a while.
Good
when I was very young, and then I was lucky enough. Tommy Kiernan took me on in the topic, and I had done 6.5 years printing.
Go on.
With a brilliant man from. Unfortunately, he died now from Fairbairn, but living in Mullingar, Tom Gaffey. I was under Tom for 5-6 years printing.
Wow.
And the Highlands Eye magazine that my wife's on the front of last month, I actually used to print the cover of that.
Go on.
And
that's all still done. Like there's still a printer in Mullingar.
100%. You should go into something and look there some Wednesday evening, talk to Tommy and Gwynn and watch it going in motion. It's brilliant.
The other thing as well is that, like moving on, then you were doing all them jobs, then you got involved in fishing, or did you get involved in shooting, or what?
I was at the fishing all the time because it was
naturally your passion.
All the fishing and shooting came from my mother's side.
Right.
My grandfather was a baker in Mallally's bakery, where the Topic office is
that
now.
Stenson?
No, where the Topic office is now.
Yeah.
That was Mallally's bakery.
Yeah.
And Broslin's Hardware used to be on the front of it.
That's right, I remember that.
And my grandfather was a baker in Mallally's bakery.
Wow.
No,
and what was his name?
Mickey Keenan. Keenan Shane, yeah, there was a mix up there in Scotland, and there was Scottish families and everything. But I know he's Shane Keenan. But and that's why we called our eldest lad Shane.
Right.
You know, but the grandfather was a baker there. And when I used to be going to school in the morning, I'd leave him in his lunch.
Mm-hmm.
He'd be in at 4:30 on a Monday morning, 5:30 every morning. He'd be finished at lunchtime.
Jesus.
And then the bread would be sold out the front in Broslin's. Right. I remember this distinctly. I remember this plain as I'm in here.
You smell the bread.
It's still actually a funny thing about it. And he was a pipe smoker. He smoked and drank all his life.
Yeah.
And he died at 96.
Yeah.
26 for a day or two. But you can still, funny, the tobacco, I don't smoke, but I'm fond of a drink, but the tobacco, sometimes you smell a pipe, or you get it. You can still smell it. It's a beautiful smell.
And bring the memory back.
Yeah. They pop back into your head straight away.
So
I've been sent over to home accused to get a little blocks of tobacco, and you have a little penknife to cut them. Where McDonald's is now, that was on the queues.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I used to be sent over there to try to get him his little square of tobacco for the pipe, you know.
Yeah.
It's amazing what sticks in your head.
But so that was it. You got involved. Now, even still, you have your own Facebook page, which is Anglers or Midland Anglers. What is it? Midland Anglers.
It's Midland Angling
and shooting. Yeah.
Midland Angling and shooting. And the Facebook page, I got the daughter to set it up April. The website was built a good few years ago. My cousin at Fairbairn, Brendan Flanagan, he retired out of the army there at Loan, and it just went from strength to strength.
Yeah.
And now the fishing reports I do every week nearly on the website, and then the Facebook when I'm out in the lake I go back on it, you know.
Yeah.
And because a lot of people are coming into it, and even this week's notes on the topic now, the amount of contacts I get from people coming here.
Yeah.
Well, they want information, more of an information, but
I can turn this camera. Yeah, here we go.
I still get a few pals coming down to fish and that, but to go back to the fishing end of it was all on my mother's side, my mother's family side. My father was from Tullamore. He died there in February this year. In January, February. But he was a soldier all his life. He never fished, never shot. Never in his life. Right? But I got off from my mother's side, my mother's two brothers.
Yeah.
The Pat Keenan and Michael. That all came from my mother's side of the family. And it was just in me, and that was it.
Yeah.
And still to this day, I'd never stop fishing or shooting. I love it.
And what about all this weather? It must kill you to be out in the lake and then be drenched, come back in, and it's hard going. Like today is, if I looked out today and saying, "Oh, geez, I'm not going out for a walk today; it's too wet." But when you're your business, you have to go. You put on the gear, as I say, and head out.
Well, nowadays you have plenty of gear and that, you know. But I'm starting to feel a lot of aches and pain. They're not getting any younger now. I'm 56.
Oh, jeez, you look 40 anyway.
But I'm starting to have arthritis issues.
Yeah.
Like that time I broke my leg. That's come back to haunt me, my ankle part of it.
Yeah.
But I got a very bad break that thing.
And tell us about the lakes itself. What do you think of Mullingar and its lakes? Do you think it's an absolute fantastic facility or what?
The fishing we have here, I often said in my notes, it's the best fishing in Europe, if not the world.
Still?
Oh, without question, without. And now in latter years, we have a couple of very good clubs here in the Midlands that have developed the lakes.
Right.
Now, I know IFI and Fishers Island, they do a lot of work on the lakes and rivers as well.
Yep.
They have to be maintained, they have to be checked. You'll always have issues with pollution and dumping and everything, but some of the local clubs now are doing fantastic work.
Yeah.
Promoting the fisheries, the kind of little club controlled fisheries, you know, and people pay their tickets. And like there's one club in Westmeath, North Westmeath, it is about 600 members on a waiting list. Like that's one of the biggest clubs in Leinster, it has to be.
And tell me, if you get into a club, I mean, what's the good thing about a club?
Well, you can fish, you have to be a club member to fish the competitions.
Right,
and then you have insurance.
Right,
club insurance. And the competitions are a great bit of crack and a bit of banter. And maybe if they do come back this year before the end of the season, because they're always cancelled at the moment now, but there's a big one coming up now in September for charity. And maybe I might bring you out that day for an hour or two.
I'd love to go out in the lake.
It'll be a very big competition. Hopefully everything will be okay with these restrictions.
Yeah.
And I might bring you out that day and you see the crack yourself, you see the bit of banter among the anglers, you know, like we're all crazy.
Exactly.
You're nuts to be an angler. Who else will go up and sit in a boat all day for 8 hours in the rain?
Yeah.
Like, it's now not fairness.
But
you have to have a loose marble somewhere.
But Mick, the beauty of being out in the lake and bringing the frying pan and heading out in the middle of the lake, and you're cold and you're warm and you're hot and you catch a fish and you don't catch a fish and you pull in and you light the fire. I'm a pyromaniac now when I'm on the lake, but I love lighting the fire, sitting down, cooking, having a bit of grub, and you could be anywhere in the world. Anywhere.
You're hitting me with big words I don't understand. Where do you learn them words?
I'm telling you.
But I tell you who's like, the people you meet out there in the lakes, I have met fantastic characters from all over the world, including an awful lot here from the Midlands.
Yeah.
And even to go on your own side of your family.
Yeah.
Old Paddy.
Yeah.
Paddy was the vice chairman of Lough Lane for years. You know, them people will never be forgotten in the Midlands as angling goes, you know.
Yeah.
Fantastic people. You know, it's
the other thing is you're a gilly as well. Is it called a gilly or what do you call it?
Gilly. You bring a couple of people out in the lake fishing that. You provide a service for them. I used to do an awful lot of years ago with agencies. I worked with sporting agencies one time.
Right.
And they'd bring in the clients. So I was booked in for that number of days regardless.
Okay.
If they got sick or didn't want to go the next morning, you still had me there, you know.
Yeah.
And now over the years I've met fantastic.
Give us a few, throw in a couple of names there, just to hype her up there. Jack Charlton is one of them anyway.
Well, Charlton, I met the fish with Charlton down in Lough Conn. When I was involved with the media side of angling, we had a media competition every year run by Derek Evans who used to work in the Irish Times.
Right.
He was an angling reporter for the Times, and he used to run a media competition, and that's where I got to get an awful lot of contacts. You know, I had fierce crack with like a Derek Davis, Lord of Mercy. He was an awful character, and
had connections in Mullingar as well.
He had. I got to be there coming. We always go on first well, myself and Derek. Pour over stick water in the wild. Like, he was a nice old character.
Gentleman.
You know, like if I often thought back about the people I met, and the crack I haven't said the crack I used to have with Davis was unbelievable. He had a program years ago, A Taste of Ireland, and we would be slagging him. We'd be fishing the bank down in Anamo, and Wicklow was a popular spot for him, you know, for the competition. And he said to me about Mullingar and all the rest, and he'd say, go back into your basket, he'd say to me or something, say, go away, say, when you're doing the program, Taste of Ireland, you nearly caused another famine at home. So you ate half of Ireland. You know, I didn't, it was a pantomime. And then through the media, the name I got, when I was with the Sun of the World, how I got into the photography end of it then a bit more, doing the photography around the place with the newspapers. And like one of my best snaps ever I got was the time I won was on Honeymoon in Ireland, Kim Kardashian, that one.
Oh yeah.
I took the shot of her coming out of the picture house in Tullamore.
Right.
And that was on a Wednesday evening. Thursday morning was in front of the New York Times.
Go on. Jimmy,
And
God.
I was sitting at home that Wednesday night at about 7 o'clock in the evening. Eddie Rowley rang me.
Yeah.
He Mick, what are you doing? I said, nothing. He's sitting there. Take a picture, he says. Say, where? Tullamore. Say, who are you looking for? Who am I looking for? I say, you're looking for, I didn't know who it was.
Yeah.
I said, there'd be a big black car there with a driver, you know. To be chauffeur driven.
Yeah.
And I went down anyways, and when the driver asked me, say, who are you looking for? So I don't know. Say, whoever you're driving today, you know.
All right.
And he was the driver, you know.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
And he see me taking the camera gear over the boot of the van, you know. That. So he knew then that I knew there was someone in there. Like, I got chatting to him. He was a lad from Dublin, very nice lad when I got chatting to him, you know. And he said, and then he got a phone call. They were coming down from the stairs.
Yeah.
He just told me, Mick, get ready, here's your chance.
Fair play
And
to him.
this minder was huge, right? He was walking up near 7 foot. You know, he built for the height. And then had a big beige coat. And when I looked, say, how am I going to get a shot at this for the standing in front of him? Because we're blocking out everything.
All right.
And this is where my height vantage comes in brilliant, right? He put his hand up like that to let them out, and she went in under his arm. I got the picture. And when Eddie Rowley saying it, Jesus, says, you got to smack on. He says, pure fluke. But you get that.
Yeah.
But with the Sun of the World, how they got me doing the pictures. And that's how I got the name Mick the Fish that I kept.
Oh, yeah.
That was a Robbie Farrell. Was a kind of in the sports section.
Show us that logo again. Robbie Farr, yeah.
Robbie Farr was in the sports section in the Sun of the World. And they were up there and they wanted a picture taken somewhere in the Midlands. Of course, Robbie just to ring Mick the Fish. And that was it.
You were in.
You know, I was in. That was it.
Yeah.
I had 10 fantastic years with them, you know, and that finished up as well. But that's life. Life goes on.
But you've a lot of friends as well all over the world that just contact you and say, are you around? Will you bring us?
Yeah.
And they'll fly in, especially for...
They'll get the old flights in. They'll be watching for the cheap flights, you know, like in specials and that. And my buddy was supposed to be in there, Stefano from Italy, there in April. He comes with a couple of his pals, and they're well known in town, like.
Right.
The stay in Kerrigan, they're coming here. It's good for a year.
So, as I say, you're bringing business to the town.
A lot of people come in through the fishing. People are surprised, and my buddy now that comes nearly every month. One time, Marty Smith, he can't get in from England now, but Marty is class of Mullingar as his hometown. Yeah. Even though he's English born and bred. Right. I often say it's hard to believe. One of my best friends in life is an Englishman. We were killing each other years ago.
I know, but we're very alike, you see.
You know,
and they love the fishing. I mean, the Englishmen are great men for fishing. I always remember as a kid, you'd be always along the canal there and be God that have the best of gear, and you'd be doing your best to keep up with them. I bought myself a Michelin reel up in O'Malley's there. Yeah. I still have it.
Yeah, I know. It's fantastic. And then there's a couple come over from France there, you know. You're gonna have one lovely friend from Paris, Pierre is his name. He's an elderly man. Him and the wife come over every year. They stay down in the Eco Cottage there in Lochrie. But he's coming to Ireland since the 80s. Loves the place. And I'm not one for traveling. I never traveled, never went on holiday in my life. Right. You know. And he often said to me, why don't you come over, say, you have an apartment, and you look out the window, you're looking at the Eiffel Tower, you know.
Go on.
And Stefano, the umpteen times asked me over to Italy. Maybe sometime, I don't know, I'm just not into travelling. Yeah. I went to England once or twice for my buddies. I went over to England one time for my buddies' 50th. A couple of years ago. We had a great time over there in Manchester, you know. Yeah. A place near Macclesfield. But I didn't know the pub scene in Macclesfield, you know. But 5 of us went over from Mullingar, right? Myself and the missus, Jez and my brother, his missus, and Ogie, Paul Moran. Oh, Christ, we went over there. And we thought it was like pubs in Mullingar, you know. Right. We went into this place, the old ship inn. And Marty had me warned. He said, he's not Mullingar, you can't do this, you can't do that, you know. Because it's been his hometown. You know, and you know, when we get drinks, we'd be mad as brushes. But we went into this place, and of course, we started trying all the old bitter. You know, it'd been something different to try. Like the 2 local lads came in behind and got 2 pints of Guinness. We didn't even know they were pulling Guinness. So we were there all evening, naturally, as you would be. And then we went off to his 50th out in the country social clubs. They're not bars or such, I don't know what to call it. But there was a 9-piece jazz band playing it. It was fantastic. And then the second day, we went out, we done the tour of Old Trafford, just myself and the brother. And then we came back in and there was a rugby match on. England were playing it wasn't Ireland, but it was a rugby match on that time. I'll never forget it. We were in this pub and half the English fans with the white jerseys on them, right? And we were playing live on the pool table. And it was a great bit of crack, you know.
Yeah.
And we started chatting to the boys and they started joined in and played the pool with us, right? And Marty had his word that they're not pub owner, landlords, right?
Yeah.
He said, no, you want to know after hours, not here, you know, like this, last night, not in Mullingar, so this, that, and that. That was all right. Coming there at the end of the night, the landlord came out and started playing with us. The crack was that mighty. We had a fantastic time.
Exactly. Well, it's like everything else. If you are pleasant to people and they are pleasant to you, and it says if you're not bold, and I mean, people will naturally relax, enjoy it.
Yeah.
But getting back to your business at the moment, you're with the topic. What do you call your page in the topic?
Angling Focus since day one, since 2002.
Right.
And it's there now in be 20 years.
Wow.
It's there now in. There is Tommy Kernoff and said to me there's a makings of a book on it because a lot of them, unfortunately, a lot of the people like your own uncle has passed away and they'll never be forgotten. But there's people I fished with over the years. And
well, there's all them stories that are out there, and you probably just have to put them down and say, God, we have to get these, because in a way, the stories will be lost if you don't write them down.
They're all in my head.
I know, but you have to. I think you'll have to get them out of your head. Tell me, you have a Facebook page. It's called the Midland Anglers and Shooting is the name of your page. You've got www.midlandangling.com.
That's the website, and the Facebook is.
And the Facebook
is midlandangling.com.
And you have Mick at midlandsangling.com. Is that sort of like an email?
That's the email, yeah.
Right. Well, look, Mick, thanks a million for coming on board. Thanks a million having a chat with us.
Oh, Ray, sure. I meet you every day of the week nearly.
On the buzz sessions we do here as well. And then we have, I can't turn that camera. Okay, we have it now. But anyway, it's a pleasure.
I'll bring you up the next someday and I'll chat to you about the music scene.
Yeah,
that? I'll interview you for a change.
Yeah. Well, you'll probably be no problem to you, Mick.
Sandra, a great singer. Where'd you go wrong, Ray? They're all talented people in the Dolan family.
I don't know. All
how many times did I see you playing in the Gravel and that?
Oh, sure, we're lashing away the whole time. And hopefully, as I said, we'll all be back on the road fairly soon.
The help of God.
And we'll all be out of the bus. So once again, Mick, thanks a million for coming on board.
Cheers.
And as I said, this is Mick the Fish, Moses, or Mick Flanagan. So check him out on his pages and all that. And if you want some information, just give him a buzz, actually, because he'll be able to fill you in on literally everything about fishing around the Midlands.
Yeah, all my details in the Westmead Topic every Wednesday morning.
All right, you have all the details there.
Everything is on the end of my fishing column in the Westmead Topic.
Okay, now what we'll do first, though, is before we go, we have probably a ton of people here trying to say hello to us. Oh, God, we've got a ridiculous amount of people. We've Audrey coming in there. We've Magella coming in from Moran Point. We have Karina's coming in from Holland. We have Benny looking in. Good afternoon, Ray from Bordnamona. Say hello to my mum and dad, all the Madlins in Eden Cullen, EDDE or Idercullen. Okay, and Ann Cooney says protein bars. Yeah, she's looking, and that's Carmen is looking in from London, and she says beautiful day and sunny. It's a great day in London. She's barbecuing. And hope Adrian as well. You were all very nice to me when I was at the Joe Lone show around 23 years ago, the Spring Hotel in Cork. That's Jenny. Hello to you, Jenny. And Matt Tennehy says, don't you bring your camera up to the show? People statue. Oh, yeah, he's just looking for us to bring the camera to the statue and probably do something live from the statue. And Ryan Phoenix is looking in from y'all. Jenny is looking in, and she says, happy birthday to me cousin. Paul Fagan is saying hello. Irene Gannon is saying hello. Jenny O'Sullivan is, my birthday is on the 22nd of July. Well, send us a message and we'll sing it to you on the 22nd of July. Eugene Dunn is there, and he's from Drewsbury. Patricia is saying hello there. Eddie Brewer, you should be in Rome with them bongs. Oh, you know we do these bongs at the start, so everyone's having the crack with us. So look, Mick the Fish, once again, thanks for being on board, and guys, thanks for looking in and share this with your friends. This man has loads of information. Good luck from the Shout Out Show and Ray Dolan and Moses, Mick Flanagan. Bye. Great, well done.
That's great. That went a bomb.
Bit of crack.
Jesus, super.
That's all about. No, I will bring you out for a day.
Yeah. And we go live in Everton, Mick. You know.
That day the competition is coming up. It's for, what's the name of this year? It's huge competition. It raises big funds.
No.
It's in Knocklean.
All right.
No.
Hello. How do we get on?
No, it was brilliant. I meant to say, sure, you could put that down and Neil done it.
No,
Hello there, and thanks for looking in, guys. We're letting everyone out of the bus now, and let's check here on our YouTube channel. Learn more of mine later, and thanks, guys, for looking in. Hope you enjoyed it.
That was class. It was brilliant.
Come across